Day 4, baby. Looks like an epic day. Gonna go stove going, break camp, and catch a fish. Nice one. Woo! Look at that fin. A beauty, I'll tell ya. All right, on the board. Coffee time. This pot has a very tight-fitting lid, which is great. Sometimes it's a little hard to get off though. Riveting scene. A little too much creamer I placed in the bottom of that one. When you're stirring, I like to use a knife a little bigger than that to stir, but that'll do. And I like to go around, back that way, then back and forth through the middle, around one more time. Cool shot, wow. Artsy fartsy, baby. There's one. Oh yeah, feels like a good one. Look at how beautiful. Wow. Look at that, huh? Just epic. So awesome, man. Awesome, man. Awesome. Great little fishing hole. Hopefully the fishing keeps up in spots like this. There's one. Look at the colors. I'm gonna keep this one. You can pull the head out with the guts. Toss that back in the river. One time I caught a bull trout or a dolly varden with another bull trout's head in it that I'd caught the day before. These things have scales, so good idea to descale them. So there you go, we have our cleaned, scaled grayling. And this is what I do with my fish. Ziploc bag it. just goes like that. And then when I get to the rapids, I put it on all the way, take it off. Then I don't overheat, and I'm good to go. Now it's basically packing up the remainder of my stuff, loading the boat, and putting miles behind me. Today is going to be a little more straightforward. I do have at least 4 rapids to run today, so we'll have to wait to see what that holds. I might be able to line them, I might portage, they might be easy. I really don't know. I don't have anything other than just my 1 to 50,000 topographic map. I really need to make distance now because you know, yesterday and day 1, 2, and 3, I just didn't make it nearly as far as I needed to. Yesterday I did okay, but now I'm in the position where to make it there on time, I need to be doing 40K a day, which is a lot, especially when you're trying to fish for food and film everything. So, you know, that's my biggest concern, I think, right now, is making the distance. And at the same time, I don't want to rush, because as soon as you start rushing is when you run into issues. So looking forward to doing some more fishing today, and it looks like the mountain scenery is still strong. Beautiful, beautiful clear water tributary pouring into the Hess. The end of the tributary is braided, and there's all just kinds of beautiful eddies and a divided line between the cloudy water of the Hess and the clear water of the tributary, and like a ton of beautiful little fishing eddies. Ah, baby, look how fat that one is. Here we go. Oh yeah, feels like a good one. Fighting it against the current though. Yeah, baby. There we go. I think I caught about 5. Kept one that I got in the gills, so I figured I should keep it, so I cleaned that. And right around the corner we have what looks like a boulder strewn rapid, so I think I might jump in the canoe and float down a bit and take a closer look at it before I might just walk, I don't know, we'll see, but yeah, it looks like it might be a challenging one. Bald eagle feather. I think it's a bald eagle. Could be a Canada goose, but I'm not sure. Okay, so scouting this rapid, and at first glance it looks like there's no passage, but I actually spy a route down the left, just to the right of that boulder. Doesn't look like a serious hazard. Where the hell is that line I saw? There it is. That's how I get right. Could have taken the eddy all the way, but just took part of it. Some more pretty intense looking rapids coming up. I just rounded a corner and saw the river drop big time. Gotta scout and see what's around that corner. Tight bend, looks like it drops again. There's another rapid just downriver in this canyon. It's looking pretty freaking runnable. Yes. Hard right turn, eddy out before the blind corner. So I've just been blasting through what has been continuous Swifts class 1s and 2s for the last 3 or more kilometers. The river's just tearing along here, and I just realized now that I've hit this island that I'm exactly where I thought I was, which is good news. So I'm going to try to make it another 3 kilometers and camp at the mouth of a tributary river. So I've done almost 35k today, so that's a really good day. But yeah, still like awesome current and beautiful scenery. Like this is freaking so wicked, man. Just the kind of day that makes you happy to be alive. Oh man, my perfect evening has been shit on. And it doesn't look like it's really gonna let up either. Like look that way. This looks like never-ending rain. Maybe it'll blow through, I don't know. Anyways, I better get my tarp set up. This is how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like that, huh? I just got caught in some hammering rain. I was all like, yeah, best day ever. It was so nice out, so nice out. All of a sudden, this horrific weather system blew in. I struggled to set up the tent without getting it soaked. Getting smoked out. I went and cut wood. Got a fire going despite the soaking wet conditions. But yeah, a total change of events from everything being like nice to just like miserable. My God, those grayling were good. I'm just gonna drink some tea and go to bed because this is pretty miserable and I'm cold and wet now. Oh, it's hot. Too hot. Yesterday, weather just got horrible. I didn't get to film it enough because I was out of GoPro batteries. I had my tarp set up. I was chilling under the tarp. And then all of a sudden, a wicked wind blew up and blew my tarp into the fire and burnt a hole this big in my tarp. Hello. Hi. Like, wow. Look, it's the exact size of my fireplace. So yeah, I figured I'd share that with you today. Let's stay positive. Now I'll have a sunroof at least. It looks like I probably have one class 3 today. A lot of river cruising to do and maybe, depending, another 3 rapids and probably some unmarked ones as well. Today is going to be more or less about trying to make some distance and trying to catch dinner, of course. I'll be stopping at any good clear water tributaries and trying to get a good 40k. So that's the plan. Just like this, eh? So many consistent runs that just border on class 1s.
So I just have my whitewater paddle out all the time. Well, no luck here. We're gonna need to gun for larger tributaries than that. At first I thought that there might have been the eddy of clear water might have continued on downriver a bit more, but it didn't. Do we have here? So cool. It looks like an old wilderness cabin. Oh man, if I can get to shore. Crazy place to put it right on this rapid, but this probably all freezes up in winter. Oh man, I gotta jump out and check this out. This is too cool to pass up. So I just saw what looks like a super rustic old trapper's cabin back in the bush here. I'm gonna go check it out. It's pulled over. I saw it because it's been fixed with a blue tarp. Whoa! This is what the Yukon is all about, man. Traditional moss roofing. Most of the cabins you'll find in the backcountry belong to licensed trappers who use them during the winter trapping season. Please do not disturb these cabins or any traps or equipment you find in wilderness areas. Looks like they just left the door wide open. Come on in, bears. Come in and notice there's nothing here. You know that this guy is going to be here for a long time when you're bringing that much naphtha gas with you. Man, imagine living in this place for months, trapping. That's a feeling of freedom. Self-sufficiency if I ever saw one. Traps. Well, this person has a sense of humor. Hess River drive-through. Order here. Look how it's all completely chinked with moss. So cool. It always seems to have kind of been calling me this kind of lifestyle. So I have a lot of respect for whoever built this cabin and makes a stake of living and trapping out here. They could have put it where there's a better eddy though to pull over. You don't really see them built like that too often as far as I know. And you could tell that it was built a long time ago just using complete traditional wilderness cabin materials. I'm going to take a couple casts here for what it's worth, and then I might be able to eddy hop down river and scout this one out a bit. Look at this. epic spot here. Wow. The watercolor is absolutely emerald. So cool. Delicious water. Let me take a couple casts. I think I got a bull trout here. Oh! Yeah! Lake trout! Lake trout, baby! Hell yeah! Look at that! Super exciting little fishing hole here. I'm gonna take a few more casts and hang out here. Gorgeous backdrop, absolutely perfect day, and a freaking beauty lake trout. So I'm glad I pushed on to try fishing in the good spot. There we go. What do we got here? A beauty grayling. Woo! That's a beauty, look at that. Oh, there's something. Come on. Looks like another lake trout. Come on, buddy. Come on. Whoa! Yeah, baby. Yeah! Look at that. Freaking awesome, man. Let's get a closer peek at this guy. I'm letting him go. Loving it. I'd like to stay here and fish longer, but unfortunately I gotta go, and it'll be good to get these rapids behind me. So right at the head of another whitewater section, rapid that crosses a contour line on the map, followed by another rapid. So 6 serious rapids here. Should be interesting. Okay, here we go. Catching fish. Now we bomb the rapids. Feeling a little nervous. It'll be good to get these rapids behind me.